Hello folks, pardon the rumble of the heater. We are back in the workshop, and in the UK it has dropped significantly, so yeah, keeping warm. Just taken delivery of the 5/16 mild steel bar, so we're going to be getting the studs made up for the C15 crankcases. So I'm going to get that done now. I'll make the first one and time lapse the rest, and yeah, we can get that sorted. Also, to look forward to, I happened to spend a day out with another YouTuber riding around the Cotswolds 2 days ago, so that's something to look forward to. That'll be the next video, I think. But yeah, without further ado, let's get over to the bench and make some crankcase studs. So we're over here on the bench, and I have got my 5/16 BSF die in the die holder. I've got about 1 metre of 5/16 bar, and I cut the first one, which is a 3-inch stud. About to cut the next one, so I'll time lapse that. I'm going to cut out all the studs, and then we'll get to cutting the threads onto them. So yeah, let's do that. So here we go, guys. That's all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crankcase studs made. So the portion of thread that goes into the case is going to be 7/8 long, which is what's protruding from the vise at the moment. Got my die set up with the slightly open, but not overly, because it's the correct size bar. It should be fairly straightforward. I haven't got any tallow here, so or standard cutting oil, so a bit of standard 1040 it is. All the dye. We want to start nice and square, which is what we want. I have to go and get my vise out of the garage. This keeps turning. Just for clarity now, hopefully you can see this, but the die is sitting quite square to the vise. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, why is he doing this? Why doesn't he just buy the studs? Well, given that pretty much all the studs for this engine are in atrocious condition or not the correct thread, I priced up a set of replacement studs, which you generally can only buy singularly, and from the likes of Dragonfly and various places. Perfectly reasonable price for them as a specialist, and if you were just buying one, I don't think it'd be too bad. but they're about somewhere circa £8 plus VAT per stud. So once you add that up across, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That becomes quite a significant amount of money on crankcase studs. And if you compare that to this die, it's a second-hand die off eBay, but was promised in reasonable condition, and it seems from the way it's cutting and from the visual inspection of it, it's pretty reasonable. It hasn't done a whole lot of work, and you should be able to find quite a bit of old BSF and standard cycle threads and Whitworth dies that really haven't been overly worked. For this little bit of effort, and obviously, yeah, if you're running a shop, you'd have to factor in time, which I'm not doing here, obviously. But the raw bar stock cost us £7.50 for a metre, and I've used a fraction of that at the moment, so it will be good for other parts of the bike whenever we need them. Back the die, close the die up a little bit and chase that down. Yeah, £7.50 for the bar stock, and it's cost I think it was like £3 or something for the die. So we've got the complete set of studs for just over £10, including postage, plus surplus to make others, and we get to keep the tool. So that's not terrible at all. And that's the first thread. So they will be 7/8 thread engagement into the cases. They're all the same for that. And then they will be 2 times bar stock diameter, so somewhere there or thereabouts 16mm. And that's number 1, made at that end. We end up with a very, very nice, clean cut crankcase stud. We'll just bring you along, and then hopefully, all being well, so this is one of the 3-inch studs, so this is the top of the crankcase. Goes in there. Straight in, like so. That'll be 2 nuts on one end. See how far that was engaged so far. We've got a way to go yet. But yeah, so I will now die down the rest of these, and we can then get them installed. there you have it, guys. Some time has passed. I've been in the workshop a good few hours now, cutting these studs and whatever else. We're not 100% done. One of them, the thread in the case isn't the best. Further down, it's had an insert in at some point in its life that is well in there, so we're going to shorten that stud a little bit. Won't make any difference to the clamp up torque. There's well over twice the diameter within the cases, good thread engagement, so we'll just trim that up. But yeah, for the most part, very happy with that. It's gone together, the cases are all good. I know it wasn't the most interesting of videos, watching somebody cut some threads onto some 5/16 bar, but it's what was needed for the build, so that's what we're doing. Thank you for joining me on this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.